go. The genius one. They switching sides. I seen it coming. The plot twist.
About to go to the library, get some work done, grind out, everything I have on my to-do list, and yeah, finish up some plans for the rest of February and March. And then I'm gonna yap about a little topic that I like today. Saw it on the Discovery, wrote it down, and felt like making a video about it. So I'll catch you guys when I'm sitting down talking to you. Garrett. Change of plans. Library was cool. Got some work done. Played some chess. Kind of just gathered my senses as to what my to-do list is for the foreseeable future. But I need to do it somewhere else. The meeting room that I was in was had people in it and didn't feel comfortable recording myself yapping about trading in there while disturbing the peace of everyone else's time. If you know what I mean. It's a library, for crying out loud. So I gotta run by a buddy's house, do an errand real quick, and then after I'll park it at the crib and I'll yap, since the crib seems like a good spot to yap nowadays. It's a beautiful day outside. Absolutely beautiful. 69 degrees in Western Washington in February. Can't ask for much better. So I'll catch you guys in the yap session. Alrighty. It's yap time. The main topic I wanted to talk to you guys about today, and it's something that came across my screen on a different niche, but I could apply it to day trading, is that there are very common traits when it comes to successful traders. I haven't attained all these traits, so obviously I'm not where I want to be, but there are very common signs that you see when it comes to day traders that you look up to, you see with large P&L, see with large followings. And it's because of a lot of things, but I've narrowed it down into 3 things. It's 3 separate traits that are all co-linked and related to each other, but 3 separate traits that are pillars to making them profitable. And I've titled them certain things, and I'm gonna go into the definitions of every single one of them, but the 3 of them are a correct strategy, consistent risk management, and patience. Now, going into the first one, a correct strategy. Here's the thing. Every single strategy out there, there's a profitable way to do it. No one made a course. No one got rich doing it. No one got, quote unquote, lucky on a strategy. Strategies work because they're actually proven by someone. There's plenty of ways to become profitable trading. Options, futures, Forex, stocks outright, whatever it is. There's a strategy to win in almost every single one of them. But there are so many things that people get wrong. And this is where backtesting and research and just overall day trading practice comes into, is to not take random entries, don't chase candles, don't be switching up strategies every single week just because you had a rough first week doing it. Almost every single strategy out there has a designed and definitive setup where you only enter a trade when certain specific things happen. Every single successful strategy is repeatable on every single part of it. And every single successful strategy is back-tested over a long period of time and has measured results that have a definitive edge. You can't win in the stock market if you don't have an edge. Now, I know you see what I trade, and I trade on a probability model, and I just trade very, little contract value per each model. I trade very little I trade very little contract cost per trade. And it sounds like I'm just guessing the direction of where the S&P is going to go within the first 2 hours, but it's not guessing. It is actually reacting. I'm reacting to the variables that the model is built on, the indicators that it's on, the days of the week that it's on, the gaps that it created in post and aftermarket. Your strategy is not predicting. Your strategy is reacting, at least in terms of the retail day trading aspect. We're not quant traders that sit on the desks of Wall Street. If we were, we would not be day trading. If we were sitting at the desks of Wall Street, trading with quantitative analysis, we'd be doing something other than day trading. That's just a completely different field. And one thing I just wanted to point out, if you can't explain your strategy in one sentence, it's not a strategy, it's an excuse. Okay, I'm just gonna leave you with that one. Okay, I'm going into the second one. Consistent risk management Every single day trader is going to tell you this, and it's something that should really be tattooed on the foreheads of TJR and Umar Ashraf and whatever. It's something that really just like needs to be the one-liner of every single day trading aspect is risk management. And I've fallen victim to this common failure, and it is that you don't make money by winning a lot. You make money by surviving and not blowing up. Okay? Every single person's going to have a win rate. They just are. The amount of trades that you take divided by the amount of winning trades you had versus the amount of trades that you took, that's your win rate. I do not care about someone's win rate unless it is 100% or if it's 0%. If it is a normal win rate, I do not care, because that is not the focal point of what makes someone a successful trader when it comes to, trading. What makes someone successful is their risk management using that win rate. I have a win rate of 35.8%. But because I average a win of 160% and I average a loss of 58%, I'm profitable. And it's the same way if you have a win rate of 80%. If you have a win rate of 80%, your risk management should allocate to that 80% no matter what. Why? Because if your win rate is 99% and you take 100 trades, but you full port every single trade, you will go to zero. At one point in the whole entire career, you will go to zero if that happens. And it's the same for every single win rate. At 98%, at 35%, at 1%. Crazy enough, you can be profitable at a 1% win rate. It's mathematically possible. Is it possible, in today's world? And is there a day trader that does that? Probably not. But when it comes to risk management, there's a set rule, and that is the math behind it. I wish brokerages like Webull and Robinhood and Fidelity could just have it built in to, hey, you can't trade that much today. It doesn't follow your 1% rule or your 3% rule or 5% rule. Because when you full port, you're quite literally putting your whole entire liquidity at risk. So risk strategy finds yourself the opportunities, but your risk management will keep you alive long enough to actually see it through. And number 3, and this is one that I have to learn with too recently, is patience. Patience. It ties in with risk management a lot. It ties in with the strategy itself. Okay, patience isn't just waiting to take your setup. And if it's a good setup, yes, that is true. But in my terms of patience in this sort of context, it's being able to sit at the screen and know that it might take you a whole month for you to see a win. It might be sitting at the screen and doing nothing, knowing that it will eventually come. The profits will come. And this is mainly in terms of my strategy. The amount of times I go through a losing streak of 10 days, I'm like, all right, it'll come. Like when you cement in a win rate, the wins will come. You just have to be patient. And yesterday I made a long form video where I basically, justified the gambler's fallacy of being due. And being due is, something that I'll justify a little bit and, I'll sit on a hill and debate it. But being due does not justify full porting the account after 10 losses in a row. It doesn't. Be patient and follow the expected returns that you're going to have. Anyone that's ever beaten the S&P 500 in terms of returns have taken inherent risks no matter what. In fact, participating in the markets itself is inherently risky. But when you have expected returns, you already know your average win, your average loss, and if you already have a win rate, you can predict your long-term expectancy of earnings. And if you're chasing an expected earnings that's further and greater than the one that you probably should be getting, you're in a rush. And there is no rush in trading and wealth management and, growing a portfolio. There shouldn't be a rush. Okay, I can sit here calmly knowing that my edge will show up eventually. Patience makes trading from gambling into a process. The market doesn't pay urgency. It doesn't pay people that just want to enter and throw their money into things. It pays people that can precisely enter and exit at certain times for certain reasons and for certain amounts. So to wrap it all up, and I wanted to share the relationship between all of them, your strategy will tell you what to trade and when to trade. Your risk management will tell you how much to trade. Your strategy will tell you what to trade. Your risk management will tell you how much to trade. And your patience should decide when you trade. If you miss one of those, your system will break. Day trading isn't hard because it's boring. Day trading is not hard because it's complicated. It's hard because it should be boring. Make day trading boring. I'll get that tattooed on me. Anyways, if you enjoyed my yap session, subscribe, like the video, do whatever you want with it. I'll see you guys in the next one. Deuces.